Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. We are gonna take a look inside my WIC grocery haul. So through all of this pandemic situation, my husband was furloughed from work. We got 7 kiddos at home, and needless to say, we qualified for WIC. So first of all, I just want to put it out there. If you are needing help with your groceries, do not hesitate to look up your WIC eligibility, because it is provided, and it's such a blessing. It can really be a blessing to your family, even if it's just for a temporary time frame. So definitely look into it if you are on a really tight budget, if you're struggling, if financial situations have changed recently, just look into it. And we're gonna go inside the store. I am gonna show y'all the healthiest WIC options available, and then I will get back with you guys of how I'm gonna turn those products into actual meals to feed my family. So let's go. All right, I'm sitting here in the bean aisle, and I'm just gonna show y'all some really great healthy finds.
So you can get many different beans on WIC, but what is really awesome is that you can now get organic beans as well. And let me just show y'all something here. This is regular versus organic. Not only is one organic, but this non-organic here has added sugar for some reason and 440 milligrams of sodium versus 130 milligrams of sodium, no added sugar, plus it's organic and it counts the same. So we're gonna go for the organic, right? All right, you can also get several versions of refried beans, but my favorite is on here today. It is organic. I just want to show y'all what not to get, and let me show you why. It looks fine, no fat, traditional refried beans. What could be so bad? Look, it's excellent source of fiber. Just turn it over. Look here, we have natural flavor, sunflower oil, autolyzed yeast extract. That is another word for MSG, folks. Just say no.
All right, back behind me, this empty space, those are the beans I usually get. But I am gonna show y'all what I found instead. It's not organic, it's just the regular old hill country. And here's what we see in the ingredients. Pinto beans, water, salt. That's it. That's what I like. Nothing extra. All right, to finish off the bean category, I'm actually gonna get some peanut butter. And this is one of the main reasons I actually like to shop at HEB versus other stores for WIC items, because they have actual peanut butter with no junk. If y'all want a whole video on jams, jellies, and peanut spreads, let me know, because this wall here, some of them are just such an abomination to what should be such a healthy food.
All right, here we are with my HEB WIC grocery haul. And I just want y'all to see here, with WIC, my total that I saved was $152.67. So let's get started. All right, I'm gonna get started here with the frozen section so that I can get it put away in the freezer. Now, WIC depends on the size of your family, is dependent on what they give you. So because I have 3 children under the age of 5, and because I am breastfeeding, we get $29 worth of produce every month. And I just find that it is easier for me to get frozen fruits and veggies so that I don't waste any of that money on produce going bad. And then WIC is really a supplementary sort of program. So I do still go to the store and get fresh produce, but I like to spend my actual WIC money on frozen. So I got a huge 5-pound bag of green peas for $4.88. I got a big frozen thing of the Normandy blend for $6. I got 2 corns, 2 of the fajita vegetable blend. I love to do, one of the recipes I'm gonna do is a breakfast casserole, and I love to throw these on there. Also mix it with some shredded chicken, make some really easy tacos. I got some sugar snap peas as well as this stir fry. This is really great. Again, if you're making fried rice or something like that, that's a really cheap meal that you can base almost entirely on your WIC items. Over here, I got the mango, papaya, and strawberry blend. This is one of the cheapest frozen fruit blends, so I like to get one of those to use in smoothies. Pineapple, I really like pineapple in smoothies because it sweetens it up without having to add honey, sugar, or really anything at all. And then lastly, blueberries. I get blueberries. We put these in pancakes. You can definitely make smoothies. We also put them with our yogurt parfaits, which I will show you here in just a minute. So that is what I got for my $29 worth of fruits and vegetables, and I believe it actually came to almost exactly like $28.57 or something like that. So I try to go as close to the limit as I can. Okay, we are going to talk about all things beans for a minute. So I get 4 bean items, and the canned beans, 4 of them equals 1 item. So I could get all canned, but I go ahead and get the peanut butter as well to maximize what recipes I can make. So here are, I got the organic kidney beans, black beans, garbanzo beans, which I can show y'all how to make hummus in a future video. And then here's what I was talking about. This is a brand that I like to get, the HEB Organics. They were out of this today. Okay, I love this one because it also has the non-BPA liner, which is really excellent. And I think one of these on here, as we're reading through the ingredients, we have just those couple of ingredients, and it does say can lining produced without the intentional addition of BPA. So little do you know, many canned foods have BPA in them. Now a lot of brands are starting to put that on the label, so that's just something else to look for. Non-BPA is the way to go. The peanut butter, I like it from HEB because a lot of peanut butters are just terrible. And again, I really want to do a video on that. But here we just have dry roasted peanuts. Like, guys, that's what should be in your peanut butter. That's it. So because if there's no added salt or anything, there's 0 sodium, there's no added sugar. This is just about, other than organic, which when I buy it from Costco, I do get organic. But for the sake of getting a free WIC item, this is about as good as you can get. And it even says that this product was made from ingredients that were not grown from genetically modified seeds. Again, that's something really good to look for. Non-GMO, we're going to talk about that here in a second with cereal. But that is what I got for my beans. You can get a lot of different great bean options that are organic, as well as all natural peanut butter. Yeah. Moving over to tuna, I chose to get all tuna today. I can also get canned salmon, which is great, but this also has the omega-3s. And the reason I get this, it's wild caught, it's soy free, it's gluten free, which, I mean, all tuna should be gluten free. It cracks me up when companies put gluten free on stuff that is naturally gluten-free. And so, yes, that is what I get here. It's just the tuna, the water, and the vegetable broth and salt. Goodness gracious. So it's a little high in sodium, but you know, we're making it ourselves into some tuna salad. It's going to be mixed with a lot of veggies, and we can make that spread out as far as we can. Now, moving into the cereal, unfortunately, so many of the options of cereal that are on WIC are loaded with just really bad ingredients, including BHT and a lot of other additives and genetically modified ingredients, specifically the ones that contain corn. And so we're going to take a look at some of those labels here, and I just want to show you the difference between these 2 Cheerios. One, I will feed my family, and one, I would really rather not. Let's take a look at the label and let me show you why. We're looking at the 2 different Cheerios here. I do like Cheerios because they are gluten-free, and I do have a son that can't have gluten. Now up here it looks like they're the same. Gluten-free, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors from artificial sources. All right, now what I want you to do is we're gonna turn these boxes around and take a look at the ingredient label here. All right, so whole wheat, whole grain oats, cornstarch, which is not my favorite because most corn is genetically modified, sugar, salt, and then some added vitamins and minerals. Over here we've got a whole host of different, because they're the whole grain ones. So right, we've got millet and sorghum and rice and
and as well as the oats still. All right, start looking. I just noticed this a couple months ago that the boxes have this label, not made with genetically modified ingredients, contains bioengineered food ingredients. So if I were to choose, if this was my only option of cereal, there's much better options out there, but if these are my only options, I would go with the regular Cheerios versus the multigrain. Even though multigrain sounds so healthy, and I haven't compared, but let's just look at sugars. Yes, the regular Cheerios only have 2 grams of added sugar. Multigrain have 8 grams. So of these two options, by far, the healthiest version is gonna be your plain old Cheerios. All right, these are 2 other boxes of cereal that are available for WIC. I got this here to maybe attempt my own version of like Raisin Bran, maybe throw some raisins in with a special K. It's one of the cereals that did not have the added BHT, which I can discuss in just a minute. Now, one thing I don't know about that I'm gonna have to look into is this malt flavor right here. I'm really not sure what that is. So other than that, it's got rice, wheat, a little bit of sugar, not as much as the multigrain Cheerios over there. We've got 4 grams of added sugar. But again, I don't really know what that malt flavor is, so I'm gonna have to look into that. And then Rice Krispies, we have basically rice, sugar, and again, that malt flavor. So I'm thinking with this, we can do some yogurt parfaits because that's gonna really stretch this food. I don't prefer cereal as an actual breakfast because it's just not very fulfilling, and you're gonna be hungry in like 20 minutes if you eat cereal. So I am going to use the Cheerios to make little snack bags, probably with some dried fruits and nuts. And I want to use this Rice Krispie cereal to do some form of granola bar, or maybe even figure out a way to make some kind of like granola topping for yogurt parfait. So that is what I got when it comes to cereal. So with WIC, you can get several options of whole grains. So you can get either bread, tortillas, oatmeal, rice, or pasta. So I like to think, what are these going to cost me not on WIC? And the ones that will cost me the most, I'm going to use my WIC for. The ones that I can buy for little to nothing and even get an organic option, I'm going to save that. I'm going to spend that with my own money. So let me show you what I got today. So I actually chose to get all pasta because oats I get for about 36 cents a cup from Costco, and organic rice I get for about 26 cents per cup from Costco. So I went ahead and chose to get these organic pastas. They were $1.89 if you buy them right out. So instead of getting, a 72-cent bag of rice, I chose to get the pasta. So I got just some different shapes just for fun, and some of this whole wheat spaghetti so I can make some more cauliflower Alfredo, which is delicious, and I will have to make sure and do a video for that recipe because it is amazing. One of the things that you can get with your grain is oatmeal. And if I'm gonna get oatmeal, this is the brand that I get. I don't prefer quick oats, but my store never has the regular rolled oats. But I do like that, they don't have any additional ingredients. It's just whole grain rolled oats. And this is really good. I actually can blend it up. I can make a really easy banana bread. I can make baked oatmeal. Obviously you can make regular oatmeal, but I have found about 1 million ways to use this right here to really feed my family, make it stretch, and make it last. Let's move on to the dairy products. So for my size of a family, I get 4 options for cheese. I choose to get all string cheese because it's just such an easy snack for the kids. I love HEB because their ingredients, while this is not organic, they do have milk from cows not given our, where is it at? Can't find it. Go guys, not treated with RBST, which is a hormone that they give the cows, and I prefer for us not to have any additional hormones in our body because it can just really throw you off. So it's just milk and culture, salt and enzymes, really straightforward.
And this is what I like to get with our cheese option. And I got 4 of them. And in my house, it goes pretty quick. Moving on to yogurt. If you are eating yogurt, I always recommend getting whole milk yogurt. Whole milk is by far better for you than any form of low-fat, non-fat, all of that jazz. Milk has fat, so it's supposed to have it in there. It's good for you, but with WIC, they say you're not supposed to have whole milk if you're over a certain age, so they give me only 1 whole milk and 2 low-fat milk. But you know what? It's organic and it's free, so I'm gonna take it. And I do actually like to get the original, but they did not have that today. So went ahead and got the vanilla. The reason I don't like to get the vanilla is because it obviously has added sugar, 11 grams of added sugar, which is kind of a lot. I would rather get my own and be able to determine how much I want to sweeten it, and I usually sweeten it with either honey or maple syrup and just mix it in really good before I serve it to the kids. And again, with this, I want to serve this with some of my frozen berries, with some of my cereal as a topping to make kind of a parfait to fill our bellies up fuller for longer and really make these 3 little containers of yogurt last in my family. And here I get given like 3 gallons of whole milk and then like 6 gallons of 1% or something ridiculous like that. We're really not big milk drinkers, and again, I want to get whole milk whenever I can. Now today I kind of got a little extra blessing because usually you cannot get organic milk, but with everything with the pandemic, they have stated that if you are shopping at a store and their options are sold out, you can then get organic, and they were sold out of regular whole milk, so I got to go organic today, so I was super excited. And one thing, always look for the date and get the one that is furthest in the future. Also, milk freezes really well. I don't like to go to the store a million times for WIC products, so I'm gonna probably freeze 1 or 2 and leave the others in the fridge. Over here, we've got eggs. This is about as good as I can get on WIC. There are definitely better eggs out there. Pasture-raised eggs all the way. Local eggs, 100%. These are at least cage-free, which again means not that much, but it's better than your traditional egg. And so it does show it has omega-3s. It's got obviously protein, vitamin E, all that good stuff. You know, I like the extra large just because I feel like I'm getting the most for my money. You know, I get the big eggs. And I like to use these eggs. If you are able to use WIC plus buy your own groceries, I like to use these for baking because, you know, I'm cooking it and it's spread out more in a dish, opposed to if we're just eating fried eggs, I might buy some better quality eggs and use those eggs for just eating breakfast. But these are, I get 4 dozen, so I can do boiled eggs, add it to some of the tuna to make some tuna salad. And we really like boiled eggs as a snack, or again, baking various different things. All right, we are gonna move on to the very last things that I got today. Because we have a child that is dairy free, they give us soy milk. Now, I don't know, there's quite the controversy over soy. Some say it's super healthy, some say stay away. All I know is that I do get the silk version because other brands are gonna have carrageenan in it, and this does not. So this is the one I get. I would really rather not have the cane sugar in there, but they don't have unsweetened. So I just get the original. That's what I'm able to get. We're still able to, you know, have some milk for our son who can't have dairy, and this is the best brand that I have found. And finally, juice. They give so much juice, and it has so much sugar. What I really like to use these for is making homemade popsicles or using in smoothies, and you can also water it down if you're gonna serve it as actual juice. Now, the one with the lowest sugar is white grapefruit juice, and it only has 17 grams of sugar, opposed to, look at this orange juice, guys. 22 grams of sugar, goodness gracious. But again, I like to make some orange muffins, some orange cranberry muffins. I can use the orange juice in that. And you know, if you make homemade popsicles out of juice, it's gonna have sugar, but it at least is natural sugar. So those are some creative ways that I try to use all the juice. I get 4 of these large containers and like 3 of the smaller containers. So it's a lot of juice. We do not drink that much juice. So there you go. I put all my frozen stuff away, but there is my grocery haul for today. And the very last thing I want to show y'all way down here, this is not WIC approved, but every time I go to HEB, I get 2 things. I get these tostadas right here because most tostadas have food coloring in them, and these do not. I don't know why you need to put food coloring in something that's already yellow, but you know, they make them orange and all sorts of wild colors. My kids are pretty sensitive to food colors, and there's a lot of studies on the crazy stuff that food coloring does to your body. So I love these here. They taste delicious, and they're only $1.50. Sometimes I've found them on sale for only $1, and it's just corn and water and oil and salt. So this is probably the best tostada that I found, unless I'm gonna bake them at home. I do know how to do it, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of pans in my oven. And the last thing I get every time I go to HEB is this Natural Choice uncured pepperoni. We love homemade pizza around here, and this is about the best pepperoni that I have found. Again, it's pork raised without added hormones. It doesn't have nitrates or nitrites. And so this is what we get. So I do spend a little bit of money when I go to HEB, even on a WIC haul, but there you go. That is our HEB Healthy WIC haul. Hope y'all enjoyed.